Hey everybody, and welcome to a belated episode of Bloody Good Time.
Terribly sorry for the the mishap with the past episode that was supposed to be recorded.
Mishap? What happened?
So my dog decided my dog decided to run across my computer because I like to record my podcast on the ground because I'm a dickhead.
I wouldn't say that.
And in doing so, he paused my recording and messed the whole recording track up. And when I sent it to Robby to get it edited, there was 12, 14 minutes of the.
Yeah, it was about 18 minutes long out of about an hour long.
Whoops on me, guys.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Last week, the episode was about Alien and John Hurt. If you haven't seen Alien, fucking watch Alien. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's a great movie. It's got John Hurt in it, and it's a fantastic horror movie. We were kind of paying tribute to John Hurt because he died a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And, yeah. Still love that guy. One of the all-time greats. Legendary.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else about him you want to mention?
Just that it sucks that he died.
Yeah.
It's a fucking bummer. You get the fuck out of here.
Get out of there, Ollie. Get!
Sorry about that, everybody.
What a jerk. Anyway, this week, we're going to be talking about some news. We're going to be talking about Stephen King's It.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which would you like to do first, Robby?
Let's talk about news.
News? Alright.
Yeah.
So I want to start off with probably the smallest news that I have for this week, which would be Samuel L. Jackson has now come forward saying that he is very, very open to returning as Mr. Glass for Split 2, Unbreakable 2 movie.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome. So now you got all three of the main characters.
I think he's on record as having said that before too. Like he was always very open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
But I'm ready. I'm ready.
Apparently, it's basically written.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Maybe we'll have Unbreakable 2 by 2019. Maybe
tune into our last episode where we talked about Split. I think
Split.
I'm pretty sure that was our last episode. It's been so long.
Shit, has it really? It's been that. Sorry, everybody. It's terrible. Robby,
what else you got?
You had some news?
They're making J.J. Abrams is making a TV show on Hulu called Castle Rock, and it looks like it's going to be about an interconnected Stephen King universe.
Yes.
In the form of a television show.
Do you know about Castle Rock?
No.
So Castle Rock is one of the reoccurring. It's like the reoccurring place in Stephen King's novels.
Okay.
It's one of the main. A lot of his novels are set in Castle Rock, Maine.
Right.
So I think that just having that little teaser where it's just these veins running through darkness was fucking cool. Seeing the names of the books,
or even just characters.
Yeah, and hearing
characters in some situations.
So though, just the first couple that I picked up on was Salem's Lot and Needful Things. Needful Things is one of my favorite Stephen King
Rick
books.
and Morty episodes.
Stephen King books. I read Needful Things when I was 12, which really 12-year-olds shouldn't ever read fucking Needful Things.
The one that jumped out at me, because I'm not super familiar with Stephen King's work, was Shawshank Prison.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing Andy Dufresne doing Pennywise's taxes.
That'd be right?
I think that's going to be a good episode.
I'm interested to see
Andy Dufresne. That's my Morgan Freeman impression.
Their sort of take on if they're doing, because it looks and sounds like they're doing Pennywise. They had Pennywise's name, plus they had a clown.
Which is interesting because they're doing the new It movie.
Yes,
which we'll talk about later.
Yes. Yes. That is another part of the news.
But I'll watch Castle Rock, even though I think J.J. Abrams has sort of become a hack. I think this could be cool.
Yeah.
It could also be dumb.
Yep, it could be really stupid. We'll see.
Yeah.
Does it have anybody cast in it at the moment?
No. This is all they've put out is this little teaser. They haven't said anything else about it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay.
You got a bunch of news.
Woo! All right.
Look at all that news.
So I want to get into it about the first part of the news that I'm really just not okay with. So on an earlier, it was the last podcast that we put out. I talked a little bit about
we
the Friday.
Talked about some stuff that's just never gonna. We're just never gonna remember. Anyway,
so
Friday the 13th.
The Friday the 13th remake. I talked about it.
Yeah.
It seemed like everything was going good. And then this stupid little movie called Rings came out.
For those who don't know, what is Rings?
It was this new sequel to the in the horror franchise, the Ring franchise.
Uh-huh.
Which, if you've ever watched those movies, they're all fucking retarded.
Excuse you. I like the first one, sir.
Have you watched the Japanese version?
No, because it doesn't have Naomi Watts.
I don't give a fuck. Well, we're going to watch the Japanese version, and you're going to realize why the English version is just stupid.
Better, because it has Naomi Watts in it.
All right. I get it. Naomi Watts is hot.
Yeah, Rings came out, and then what happened?
So it bombed. It bombed so bad, like real bad. It's a bad movie.
Did you see it?
No, I don't need to see that. I kind of pride myself in, if I watch enough of the trailers, I'll pick up on if it's a shit horror movie or not. And it just looked dumb. It looked stupid. Just the opening. I watched the opening sequence. It was like a 5-minute trailer of like the opening scene where they're all on an airplane, and of course it's a nice airline that has TVs in the back of the seats, and the fucking the ring. Just
the friggin' ring.
The tape.
You see it and then you die.
Yeah, and 7 days later you die.
Classic Ring thing.
Stupid bitch.
So Rings came out and it bombed.
So, and it is owned by that franchise is owned by the same company. I think it's New Line still. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I don't know. To be honest, don't quote me on that. But
quoting you, putting it on your headstone. They came out and New Line got scared. They got spooked.
They freaked the fuck out, thinking that
they got shook.
If they couldn't revitalize this franchise, which came out in the past fucking 10 years, how are they going to fucking revitalize Friday the 13th, which has spanned over 20 to 30
now
40 years?
Let's be clear about something. This is all speculative. They didn't come out and say, hey, Rings did bad, now we're not making this.
It was just
Rings came out, and then they canceled 2 movies.
Yeah,
right?
It was just very, very odd that, like, after that fucking weekend box office came back for Rings, they were just like, Friday the 13th is canceled. It's canceled.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah, it sucks, man, because it felt like the people who were making the new one were really into it.
Yeah, and
it's stinky. It's lame.
I mean, they got to casting. Like, that's fairly far in the like, they had a finalized script, they had a director, they had producers, they had
yeah, it's okay. The garbage truck that parks in my bedroom is here.
Oh.
No, it's alright. You finish.
Jesus Christ.
I could just mute my mic. You can keep talking.
No, it's alright. So I'm not, if that is true, I'm not cool with that. It's a totally different audience. There's not a single, like, I don't know. I'm upset about it. I don't like that.
No, I can't.
Jesus Christ.
I can't blame you.
Just can't catch a break.
I know, right? This is mostly staying in. Anyway, basically I was just saying that I think that clearly there's an executive here who made a decision and doesn't understand that
he made an executive decision.
Friday the 13th has a bit more clout than The Ring does.
Yeah.
And that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see something again in the future, though.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope so.
This stuff can't die. They won't let it. What else you got, man?
So this bit of news, just I'm still kind of baffled by it. The Halloween remake.
Yeah. It's a serious Halloween remake created by the guys responsible for Eastbound and Down, which is just a very silly show.
Yeah, they're having Danny McBride co-write Halloween.
He's co-writing it?
He's co-writing the screenplay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
It is so fucking weird.
I wonder what the thinking there is. They must have had some sort of great new take on it.
He seriously, he must have fucking blown them away.
There must be something great about this.
I'm so intrigued and baffled at the same time.
Confused and scared.
I'm confused, I'm scared. I'm sweating. Freaking out, guys.
I think John Carpenter is, excited about it, too.
He said he's totally down with it, which is the super weird thing. So
yeah,
let's see.
Keep our fingers crossed. I love Halloween. I'm excited about seeing new stuff. Hopefully it's good. Maybe it'll be hilarious, like Eastbound and Down. Have you ever watched Eastbound and Down?
I have watched. I've watched a couple episodes.
It's a very funny show.
It's all right.
What else? What else is there?
I want to give an honorable mention to the movie Don't Breathe.
Oh yeah, you watched Don't Breathe.
Yeah, I watched Don't Breathe this week.
Directed by Fede Alvarez,
and that was pretty awesome.
Jane Levy and that guy who's in that other stuff, and that guy from Avatar.
The dude from Avatar, and then that shitty kid.
You liked it? You liked the Don't Breathe?
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect much of it, so
I liked it, man. I thought it was real good.
Plus, that ending was just that fucks you up first.
It's a fucking crazy third act, man. That whole third act is out of control.
That whole third act is super insane.
Turkey basters, man.
Gee, fucking turkey basters, guys. Just
Jesus.
You'll never think about Thanksgiving the same.
You know what got me about the turkey baster was the hair. There's a hair in there because this guy's blind.
I noticed that.
This guy's blind. He's not being super sanitary. Ugh.
So fucking.
Ugh, it's nasty. Anyway. You should watch Green Room, man.
I
need you to watch Green Room.
I keep seeing it on Amazon, and I'm just like, shit.
You need to watch it. Yeah. I know it's tough because Anton Yelchin, rest in peace. But man, is it a great final send off for him?
Yeah, I just it's such a bummer. I can't.
I mean, it's a great testament to how great he was, and I don't know that and Star Trek Beyond are just. Really?
I know, that. I want to watch both of them so bad.
Yeah,
and it just fucking sucks.
I'm just gonna make you do it when I come down there for Kevin Smith.
I love that dude. He was such a fucking good actor.
He's fantastic, man.
Fuck, I had a little man crush on Anton Yelchin.
We gotta.
I'm not gonna lie.
Let's do that. Let's do that for when I come down.
Green Room?
Yeah.
Didn't you guys already do Green Room?
Yeah, but whatever. Who cares? We'll do it with you, and maybe we can also I can make you watch Star Trek or something. We don't have to talk about that one. That's not a horror movie. But anyway.
So who the fuck cares?
Right?
This is our podcast. I can do what I want.
That's a spooky movie, and it's real violent. What do you have anything else, or do you want to get into it?
Are you okay with me ruining these aforementioned after credit scene?
Oh yeah, King Kong.
Okay.
Okay. So apparently a post credit sequence for Kong Skull Island has been leaked.
It's not very much leaked, but at the end, they said that there is a post credit scene. And during the credits, there is a small mention that the rights of Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan are whatever. Fuck you. Are all properties of Toho. So, and they said that there's a small chance that the after credit scene sets up Godzilla, King of Monsters.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Now, as a Godzilla fan, that's very exciting.
Fuck yes, right?
Because not just because I like Mothra and King Ghidorah. Rodan's all right.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've ever seen GMK, Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack.
You showed that to me.
That movie is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it is.
And if it's anything like that, then I think that this movie's going to be real cool.
Yeah. They said that they're definitely amping up the monster...
The giant monster...
The giant monster fighting.
Filmiverse.
It's not going to be a whole lot of, like, oh, what's that in the water? This time, compared to the first Godzilla, which I didn't mind. I didn't
mind it either. I thought it was a good Godzilla movie.
I did too. And a lot of people complain that he's barely in it. I was like, well,
I say to those people, you don't like Godzilla movies.
Yeah, then like, you're dumb.
You don't know what a Godzilla movie is.
So,
and I mean, that's fair. Like, I mean, it's an acquired taste, you know. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about Kong Skull Island? Do you think it looks good?
I'm on the fence about it. Like, I really like Tom Hiddleston and
Brie Larson
as
and John Goodman.
Yeah, like that.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
They got a decent fucking cast.
But then the trailers are weird, man. They got John C. Reilly and they're making jokes.
Yeah, there's some weird ass.
He's making some weird like Step Brothers jokes, and I'm like, I don't like it. I don't care for it.
I think he's like the crazy person that was left on the island.
Yeah, but he's not. But he's making like
he's the
weird Judd. He's making like weird Judd Apatow jokes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's gonna get fucking like stomped on.
I hope he's not in the movie too much, man. Because I don't like his trailer stuff at all. It like doesn't fit in.
How do you feel about like the look of Kong?
Yeah, whatever. He looks like King Kong. Some people are saying he's too big,
but at the same time, if they like, I knew that he was gonna be enormous this time, just because they said before they even announced Kong Skull Island that they were making Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah,
and I was just like, seeing how huge Godzilla is, there's no way
I say to that
they're gonna make like a tiny ass King Kong to fight this giant lizard.
I say to that, don't change one movie to make another movie better. And also, he's still tiny compared to that Godzilla.
He is.
Like,
yes, he is.
What are you talking about? Like, he's not. That Godzilla is huge.
He's got.
It's the biggest Godzilla.
He's got napalm breath. Like,
and this King Kong is like what? Conservatively twice the size of the Peter Jackson King Kong, right?
No, he's fucking way bigger.
Nah, he's like twice the size.
No.
Yeah.
Have you watched the fucking...
No, I saw a to scale thing where he's holding Brie Larson.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's like
not as big.
It's not that big.
Shit.
She fits in the palm of his hand as like a person holding like an old G.I. Joe figure, right? And then the Peter Jackson Kong holding Naomi Watts. Oh man, I should rewatch that movie. Holding Naomi Watts. It's like holding a Barbie doll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the scale that I'm kind of laying down for you. Yeah. I don't know. He's not big enough to fight Godzilla. So why make him weirdly bigger? I don't know.
It's like, if you're gonna go big, just fucking make him enormous.
Yeah, make him crazy big.
Yeah, make him just this fucking huge ass.
Make him stupidly big. Just make make a movie exactly like this last Godzilla movie, but with a gorilla instead of a lizard.
That'd be fucking crazy. That'd be so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd go see that shit.
Absolutely, I would. Anyway, I'm excited about more Godzilla. I don't know how I feel about Gareth Edwards not being attached to it.
Yeah. But who did they get?
I don't know.
Direct it?
Oh, shit. Who did they get? They got someone. They got a name.
Yeah.
Godzilla, King of Monsters.
First, Millie Bobby Brown is going to be in it.
Oh, she is.
Oh, Michael Dougherty.
Oh, that's right.
Our
favorite. Yeah, man. Krampus director.
Krampus.
Oh, dude, the poster on is this an official poster?
I don't know.
There's a moth on this poster.
Help us all.
God help us all. Holy shit. Holy shnikes. Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown's going to be in it. Speaking of Stranger Things cast members, the kid who played Mike in Stranger Things is going to play...
Richie.
Yeah, Richie Tozer in the It remake.
Which I'm interested to see him as Richie.
Yeah.
You know? Because as Mike, he's just a very, like, kid. You know?
Well, hey, speaking of It, or speaking of It, let's talk about It.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, Richie Tozier. Anyway. There's like a full picture of, what's his face? Pennywise.
What? Yeah, for the remake?
Yeah, he's wearing all white.
There's a couple pictures of him. It's fucking terrifying.
That's interesting. So anyway, we watched Stephen King's It, or I did, for the first time. Me. You've obviously seen it before.
I saw it a couple times.
I'm assuming.
It's, and for some reason I forget about it every time.
So, for those who don't know, Stephen King's It is a story about some kids in a small town, and they end up getting terrorized by a thing that preys on their worst fears. It's a monster that looks like a clown most of the time, and it's trying to get them to go down into a sewer and get eaten. And then later on, as adults, it comes back, and they gotta go get it again.
How are you with clowns, Robbie?
I'm fine. I've never had a fear of clowns.
I just don't like them.
You don't like them?
I wouldn't say that I'm afraid of clowns.
You're just not a fan. I don't really like clowns either. I guess.
They're just.
I don't give a fuck about them.
They just
I'm gonna put it that way.
They weird me out. I'm just like, gross.
Yeah.
You get your diseases away.
So the clown that we're referencing, Pennywise, in the original Stephen King's It, which, fun fact, I did not know was a miniseries.
Yes. It was on TV.
So it's actually fucking 3 hours long.
Yeah.
When you watch it all back to back.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, the clown, Pennywise, is played by Tim Curry.
Good old Tim Curry.
And he kills it.
I feel like if it was not for Tim Curry,
it wouldn't be worth watching.
It would have been a shit-ass movie.
Yeah. If anybody else had played that clown, it would not have been worth watching.
Yeah.
At all. That's not to say the rest of it is horrible. Like, I really, really like John Ritter in it.
I like the kids. I thought all of the kids. Fucking Seth Green as little Richie Tozier. Tozier?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That was Seth Green?
Seth Green, Richie Tozier at age 12.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I really liked Harry Anderson as the adult Richie.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fan of Night Court. Annette O'Toole as Beverly was really great.
Oh, she's
a smoke show and a dime.
Whew. God damn.
John Ritter, obviously great. Richard Thomas, old John Boy. Yeah, oh my god, look at that. Seth Green. Wow. Who played young Billy?
Jonathan Brandis. Unfortunately, he committed suicide.
Yeah.
I believe.
Sad story.
2008 or 2009. Unfortunately, yeah.
Tim Reed is Mike Hanlon. Love that guy. Yeah, I liked most of the cast, but again, I feel like if Tim Curry didn't bring his sort of patented insanity to Pennywise, this wouldn't have been the same product.
No, definitely not.
And I ended up really liking it, mostly because of him, except the third act, I guess you could say, the last episode of the miniseries was a little spotty.
See, and look, I get it. Have you read the book?
No.
All right.
By the way, spoilers for it.
Yeah, we're gonna start getting into spoilers, especially with the book. From what I recall, it's been a very long time since I've read the book too. There is these all-powerful monsters that fight to control the universe, and
yeah, it seemed a little Lovecraftian.
It is supposed to be one of these monsters, and Bill conjures this turtle thing monster to help him defeat Pennywise.
What?
I don't know. It's fucking crazy. It delves into some stuff with the Dark Tower. It's got the same beasts from the Dark Tower. I don't know. I haven't read the Dark Tower series.
I gotta read those.
It's fucking some shit. Crazy stuff. But it was, they, at that time, for a TV movie, their TV miniseries, they knew there was no way that they could make the book that, completely.
Yeah. Wasn't there a sewer kid orgy? in the book?
Yes. There was that. There's some weird shit in that book.
Yeah, weird. The first half of this movie I didn't really like because it just kept doing flashback after flashback, which would have been fine if the whole thing was a flashback.
Yeah.
Right? If they had structured it a little bit differently to where...
If they had... That was one thing I really didn't like. I wish that they had just made it to where it was like the first half, which is what they're doing now with the remake, is that the first half is going to be just them as kids.
Yeah.
Or
and
the first
later
movie,
on you meet
and
them as
then
adults.
the second movie is going to be them as adults. Yeah.
Wait, there's going to be 2 movies?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So the first movie is going to be just be them as children.
It 1 and It 2. Interesting.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So that I'm really glad that they're doing it that way.
Yeah.
Because again, it's a long ass book. It's a lot to cover. So I feel like you have to. I mean,
I feel like this
make a 3-hour movie out of it, and they
feel like this miniseries just didn't leave much out. They spent a lot of time on those flashbacks and
they still left
trying
quite
to focus
a bit
on both things.
Yeah, they still left quite a bit of the book out though.
Yeah, but then in the last half, I feel like I really got into it because I liked the adult versions of all these characters. But the friggin' movie ends with a boss fight.
Yeah, dude.
It ends with a boss fight. This boss has a glowing weak point.
Which, yeah, it was.
I hated that. I hated all of it.
It was so weird.
It's awful.
But I mean, to be honest, the ending to the book is like 20 times more weird.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested to see the remake's take on it.
Yeah. It should be neat. I've never seen Bill Skarsgård in anything, or Bill Sarsgaard or whatever.
I watched Hemlock Grove.
Okay.
Which he's one of the main characters in it. And he's about the only fucking character that I really liked.
Yeah.
He's definitely a good actor. He plays a vampire on Hemlock Grove. Spoiler alert, you don't find that out for a fucking minute. If you haven't watched it. But I mean, come on, let's get real. He wants to suck people's blood. He's obviously a fucking vampire.
Obviously, look at him. He's crazy looking.
Yeah. But he looks insane in the remake.
Yeah, no, Pennywise looks really cool in all these pictures.
The one that you're talking about where he's in white, is it like him? It's sort of out of focus.
Yeah, he's in
with the balloon.
He's in like a field.
Yeah.
There's another photo of him on it's like a promotional still of him.
Yeah.
In
where
front
it's
of
like in
smoke,
the dark.
but he's still wearing all white.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, really.
You don't like the white?
I guess I'm fine with it. It's certainly more creepy, but I feel like one of the things that made Pennywise so scary in the original was that he at times actually just looked like a regular clown, right?
I gotcha.
Sometimes he didn't look scary. The part at the beginning where Georgie is talking to him in the sewer, he didn't look scary to me. He just looked like a clown in a sewer, which is sort of scary in and of itself. But
so this is one thing that I'm very, very excited about, is that they've come out saying that they're making it like true to the book as far as like keeping it gory and rated R, and as far as the remake goes. So in that opening scene, I'm gonna just kill you with some spoilers.
Okay.
With little Georgie. So you only see him just kind of like grab Georgie, right?
He gets his arm ripped out of the socket, right?
Yeah. And then he bleeds to death in the fucking street. What a fucking, like, Jesus Christ. So
I'm seeing a picture here. It's like a missing poster.
Yes.
With Richie.
With Richie?
Yeah, I don't remember him going missing.
No, but they have one for Betty. I think they did that just to sort of like announce like he was cast.
Show a picture of him. I gotcha. Yeah. They do have one with Betty. Huh. Oops. Oh, there's a missing head and some water.
Yeah. I think it's a doll head.
I'm excited about this. I'm excited about watching it. Sad to see John Ritter alive, because he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead as shit.
Um,
he's super fucking dead, dude.
But yeah, anyway, fucking, he's so dead.
He's so fucking dead, man.
He's very dead. What's this crazy, like, dilapidated house in these set pictures?
I don't know.
Maybe that's...
I'm wondering...
Maybe that's Beverly's old house.
That's what I was thinking.
But this is for the kid version, so...
Yeah, so if Beverly lives there now, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, interesting.
Poor Beverly.
I'm excited to see new Pennywise, but again, I feel like I've never seen anything like Tim Curry's performance in this. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Oh, he was fucking creepy, terrifying, just gave you the chills anytime you saw him.
Yeah. Some of his moments I couldn't handle. He was too good. Oh, it was a 2-part miniseries. It wasn't a 3-part. It was 2 hours.
Yeah, no, it was just 2. Yeah, it's 2 hour and a half episodes.
Interesting.
Let's see. So we talked about.
I ended up really liking it as a whole. I felt like a lot of it was really cheesy, but I kind of dug it. I really liked Adult Bill's ponytail.
Oh man, that was.
And his purple dress shirt tucked into his extremely high-waisted mom jeans. Also, him riding around on a bike with Tim Reed was really funny.
I really liked the bit where it refers to itself. So it refers to itself as us.
Does it?
It's like a group of organisms that create this physical form.
Huh.
I found that to be really interesting.
So I thought the
that.
spider at the end was its real form.
No, it was just another physical form because it needs to take a physical form to feed.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So, because I believe its true physical form is like that light.
Well, see, that's why I thought the spider, because it had the same, like...
It had, like, the light on the fucking belly.
Yeah.
I gotcha. No, if I'm not mistaken.
Have you ever read The Stand?
No, I have not.
It's another Stephen King book. I guess it has a lot to do with The Dark Tower. Anyway.
There's too many fucking books in that goddamn series.
It all links into everything, and I don't get it, man. I just make one series.
Yeah, please.
6 hours. Oh, that's a miniseries. Okay, well that's fine then. Anyway,
so I just want to. I have some points that I wrote down for the It remake. I kind of stopped after the first half. But I loved the sexist overtones that it had because it was made in the 90s.
Yeah.
That is a part of the book, though, with Beverly's boyfriend or husband or whatever he is. He does, like, beat her, and then in the book, he goes to Derry and tries to fucking kill her.
Well, I feel like I wouldn't call that a sexist overtone, because that makes it sound like the product is sexist. I think that it's sort of a theme that she's, like, overcoming these horrible men in her life.
Yeah.
And I liked that. I liked that she, like, got away from that.
Yeah.
And she ended up with John Ritter, which is really it's really, everyone's goal is to eventually end up with a John Ritter type.
End up with John Ritter. I said, what a piece of shit. Obviously referring to the husband.
Yeah, he was a jerk.
Having hit her. I also put, Horton, here's a domestic disturbance. And then I just wanted to talk about this little scene where so it has now killed a couple of kids. This is during when they're still children's scenes. And they're down at the little creek that they've made a dam, so they've, like, flooded the whole area, right?
Right.
And then this cop shows up, and he's like, what in tarnations are you kids doing down there? And then he mentions that, like, 6 kids have been fucking killed in this area, and instead of saying, get the fuck out of here, he's like, if you're gonna come down, just come down together.
Jesus Christ.
I was just like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
I wish that it had focused more on the other missing kids. I felt like that was glossed over a lot.
That was one thing I was kind of bummed about, that you don't even really find out about any of the missing kids besides, like, you hear them for a second, and then Georgie, which they hardly gloss over Georgie, too, and it's just like, damn, Georgie ain't getting no love.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the fucking worst cop ever.
I kind of want to just rewatch every Pennywise scene.
Yeah.
He was great.
Did you have any points about the movie?
No, I didn't write anything down. I was just sort of enjoying the ride.
It is a long ass ride.
It is. I was drawing while I was watching it.
So do you think it withstood the test of time?
No, it's aged very poorly.
I think definitely for a TV movie made in 1990, I mean, back then I'm sure TV movies didn't get a huge budget.
Yeah. I feel like it was to anyone not like into older things or like able to kind of put aside their like older movie prejudices, it's going to be hard to watch. Because like Phil came in and saw Bill's ponytail and was like, "Holy crap, this is 90s." I mean, fucking John Ritter is walking around wearing jeans and a leather vest.
Oh yes, dude.
Harry Anderson's shirts were exclusively baggy. Like they were too big. They were too big for his body.
They were too big for his body. I think everybody's fucking shirts were too big for their body.
If you could put aside all the weird 90s stuff, you're gonna have a good time. Because I think Tim Curry really brings it home.
Fucking kills it.
Yeah, among other things. Yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, Jesus, that was a short episode.
No, I mean the one that we had to scrap from last week was about as long. I think keeping it kind of short form is gonna be nice.
Better.
Yeah,
it's gonna be better
for like YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you wanted to say?
What do you want to do next week?
Ooh.
Let's decide. Let's decide now.
Let me look at it. Maybe I've got something good on my list.
Oh, do you have a list?
I have a list of movies. What's this? Oh. I've never seen the original Fright Night. I've also never seen Darkman. I've heard They Look Like People is good.
So I also have not seen the original Fright Night.
You ever seen Bone Tomahawk?
Yes. Yes.
I've never seen Bone Tomahawk.
We haven't watched a good gory movie, so let's watch Bone Tomahawk.
Let's do Bone Tomahawk.
All right.
Love me a Kurt Russell.
Oh my god, it's.
I also really like Matthew Fox, who plays Jack on Lost.
I'm not gonna lie, dude, it's rough to watch.
No, I'm excited, man. I've been wanting to watch that one for a while. All right, so next week, Bloody Good Time. We're going to be talking about Bone Tomahawk. We're going to be talking about probably other stuff. Maybe some more Santa Clarita Diet, which I watched 2 episodes of. We'll be talking about the whole first season.
Robbie's getting there, guys.
I'm getting there eventually.
I've watched the first season twice now.
It's hard to... It's so hard to do all this stuff. There's so much stuff to do.
I know, buddy.
But you know what? We're gonna keep plugging away. Even if we're late, even if sometimes we have to destroy entire episodes. We're gonna keep doing it. Nah, it's whatever.
We're gonna keep doing this.
I was kind of phoning it in anyway. It's like, what is there to say about Alien that hasn't already been said? But anyway, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe for more. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/bloodygoodtime. I think. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, you can just look us up. Yeah, we're gonna talk about more horror stuff.
Yes, dude.
Yes, dude.
Yes, dude.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Au revoir.